is up, people? Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another video. My name is Tora July. You can call me Tora, you can call me July, whatever tickles your boat. You know how we doing here. Anyways, today we have an interesting video. But before we start the video, I want to say thank you everybody who's been supporting my videos. Last video that we did on Tears of the Kingdom, I consider it a success. I'm a small channel and we got close to 1,000 views. So I appreciate it, and I got a few subscribers. So I'm taking the win. I'm taking the win. Thank you guys for the support. I appreciate it. There's a few stuff that I learned after the video that people commented down in the video, and it was illuminating. Apparently the game is not running at consistent 60 FPS because my CPU is just not that great. But I do want to say that a lot of people have been having the same issue with better processors. So I will say that my processor is not that great, but it's not the only thing. I'm pretty sure it's just that Yuzu and Ryujinx are relatively new emulators right on the scene. They're Switch emulators, and definitely Switch emulation still has a long way to go. It's come a long way, but it's got a long way. But that's not what we're doing in here. Today, I'm gonna talk about another game, okay, and how it plays on PC. Now that game is Twilight Princess HD on Cemu. Cemu, for those who don't know, is a Wii U emulator, and it runs absolutely beautifully on my PC and on other people's PCs. It's great. But Twilight Princess is one of those games that I always replay every few years. It's not like every year, but you know, I've beaten the game like 5 times already, and it's great. And coming back into this game on Cemu is just the best way I think that you can play this game right now. It looks great. I'm gonna show it off. I'm gonna showcase the game. So let's put our faces, our eyes into the game. So we're gonna switch to a Pro controller. Let me make my face a lot smaller. Whoop. I think that's better, right? So I already started the game. We're not doing a let's play here. If you guys would love for me to do let's plays on the channel, I can do so, but for now I think this is it. Anyways, this is Twilight Princess. It's just the beginning of the game. There's nothing more, but as you can see, this is the Wii U release. The game looks amazing. It runs well. It doesn't go 60 FPS because of the game, not the emulator. I run Breath of the Wild on 60 FPS consistently with a bunch of mods, a bunch of enhancements, and I'll be doing a video on that one. But this one is just amazing. It just comes to show you how far Wii U emulation has come and why Link looks so serious. Anyways, the textures look great. There is another texture pack for the same game, Twilight Princess, but for the GameCube. It's a 4K texture pack for the GameCube version of the game. I will put some images up front. And I did play the game, and it's pretty easy. I'm gonna put the link down in the description. All you gotta do is download the 4K pack. It's like 5 gigs. Download that and just open up the emulator and you're set. You don't need to tweak with anything. You can do some cheats to where you can get rid of the bloom effect and all that stuff. But other than that, the game looks pretty well. And I mean, it looks pretty good. I have a few mods on this game. The first mod is, as you can see, is a darker UI. It's great. And I have Xbox 360 buttons, so I roll with B. So the buttons are located exactly where the Xbox 360 buttons are. So B is right there on the right side. Man, it's hard commentating, doing live commentary and stuff. The game looks great. It runs consistently at 30 FPS. You cannot go above 30 FPS. If you go above into the 60 frames per second, I did a mod and I found out that the game runs like at double the speed because the game was not built for 60 FPS. It was not built around that. The game itself is capped at 30. It's the ceiling for the game is just 30. It doesn't run over that. I mean, you can, but it's gonna ruin the physics. It's gonna ruin a bunch of stuff for the game, and it's just not worth it. But the game, it's running super smooth. Now, why am I showcasing this one instead of the GameCube one or the Dolphin version one? That is simply because if you are gonna play, I know I'm gonna get a lot of flack for this. A lot of people will say,
the GameCube game is better. I grew up with the GameCube game. I grew up the Wii version of the game. It's just a different feeling. It's just I will always prefer that version over the Wii U.
And I understand completely, and I can agree to it 100% if we're coming from a nostalgia aspect of it. A perspective from nostalgia, right? You might be saying it looks better or whatever it is, whatever reason you're gonna give me, that it's just better. And I understand what you're trying to do and what you're trying to say and what you're trying to explain to me. But for me, I picked this version because of quality of life stuff. There's just quality of life stuff on this game that the other one doesn't have. The climbing speed is a lot faster. The game natively, without doing anything, looks this way. I mean, obviously I enhanced it a little bit. I added, 4K resolution, so the game looks 4K. You can do a lot of stuff right to the game, and you don't need to put that much extra effort into making the game look 4K. Because when you download Cemu, even though it's a little bit harder to set up the emulator itself, once you set it up, it's just so much more rewarding on the games because it comes with it already comes with community texture packs that you can just click on it, okay? So the game looks amazing this way. Epona looks great. The game looks great. I'm gonna go into town and we're gonna look. There's some graphical glitches here and there, obviously. The game natively runs at widescreen, so you're not guessing. You're not trying to do all that extra stuff. Okay. You can get rid of bloom and the effect of it. There's a vine there. So what I'm gonna do is dismount. I'm gonna try and climb this vine. And the climbing speed, look how fast it is. In the GameCube version, it's just slow. It just goes like this. And here, I just climbed all the way up here. No problem. Okay. So yeah, I just think it's just a better version when it comes to quality of life stuff. The items are a lot easier to map around, right? You got a mini map here. You got a map here, right? And if you're playing on the Wii U, you got a separate path thing where it shows you, and you can just pick your items from the pad and drag them. You don't need to press the start or anything. It's got a lot of quality stuff. It's just, I feel like it's just a better version of the game, just like Wind Waker HD. There's a reason why they remade the games or remastered the games. They just added a lot of mainstream elements that are kept in the series. The game looks beautiful though. Now I gotta say the 4K texture pack for the GameCube version looks sharper, looks better, and there's a lot of stuff and elements that you can do for the game that will make the game look a little bit better than this one, obviously. Like, for example, the ground textures, they look kind of blurry. The textures when you get up close, let me dismount the horse. I'm gonna go into first person here on this tree, for example. And the textures, see how they look? They're not, they look a little weird. The ground textures look a little weird. So obviously, it's not, if you're looking for like visuals, maybe the GameCube version of this game will be better for you. But if you're looking for quality of life stuff and for a game that looks beautiful, because this game, even though it doesn't have like the 4K texture pack, it looks beautiful. And yeah, Anyways, I'm gonna close the emulation aspect of this, and I'm gonna go into the options. Okay, so I'm gonna see you guys right back. All right, guys, I'm back. I'm bigger. Hello. Anyways, we're here on the emulator page. I am on Cemu 2.09 experimental. These are all the games that I have on Cemu right now. I have Wind Waker, I have Legend of Zelda Twilight Princes, which is the game that we're showcasing right now. And then we got Breath of the Wild, which I will be doing a showcase. This game is beautiful, but it's very complicated, or not complicated, but it is, yeah, actually it's complicated to set up. And I don't know if I'm gonna show how to set it up on the showcase, but I will be showing you what I use for the setup. Anyways, right now we're focusing on Twilight Princess right now. All you gotta do is just, once you get the game, you dump the game into your PC, or you find the game by some means. I'm not telling you how to do it. Okay. Just once you got the game set up and it's inside Cemu, you right click and you go into edit graphics packs. If this doesn't show to you, you can just do download latest community graphic packs. No update necessary, available, because I just did that like 2 hours ago. Anyways, these are all the enhancements, all the mods that I have for this game, or graphics packs. We got contrasty. I have neutral highlights, but you can go skyward swordish, negative. I have a little overkill for screenshots, but you can go max for gameplay, right? Let's do that. See how different it looks. And then performance resolution, I have active preset. This one 16 by 900, and the resolution I have it at 4K native ×2. I have the distant fog. I have no distant fog. You can do the remove the HUD, but it breaks menu, so I have that uninstalled. And I have Xbox UI dark, which is what I was rocking with the dark UI buttons, showcasing the game. I'm gonna show you my settings. Let's go into edit game profile. I have load share libraries, graphics. I have Vulkan, true controller. I don't have anything because I use the same controller. But if we go here into general settings, I have on graphics Vulkan, NVIDIA GeForce. I have VSync off. I have async shader compile, bilinear, keep aspect ratio. I guess that's like the most important one for now. Let me go back into general settings just so you guys can see it. This is where you put the game paths on Cemu, so yeah. But anyways, this is what my graphics look like. I don't know if they're right or if they're wrong, but it's helping with the game, so yeah. Maybe you guys have a different way of approaching this, but that's just how the game plays. We changed the shader of the game, so let's boot it up again. If I press F11, I'll make it full screen. And look how it looks now. It looks like it's got more contrast in it. So yeah, it looks a lot more vibrant with the Skyward Sword shaders. It looks a lot more vibrant. Don't like it. I like the one I had before. But if you like this aspect, definitely. I mean, it's all comes down to preference. Who am I to tell you what your game should look like, right? There's some people like playing laggy games. It's your preference. Anyways, the game runs well. The game runs perfect. I wish there was a way. If you guys know, let me know down in the comments. But I wish there was a way to make the game 60 FPS. If you have a way to making the game 60 FPS, I would love your input down in the comments. Please tell me how to make that possible, because I would love to play through this game on 60 FPS. But anyways, what do you think about the game? What do you think the game looks like? Give it a try. Try it out. Try both versions. They're both worth it. They all have their pros and their cons. Obviously, the HD version has, like I said, quality of life stuff. The GameCube version has got the 4K pack. It's easy to install. There's a few things here and there that you gotta understand. For me, I had to tweak a few things because it started like jittering around and stuff. And Cemu is the same way. For Cemu, you gotta set up your keys. You gotta set up a bunch of stuff before you can actually start playing games. The GameCube one is just download and play it. Cemu, I mean not Cemu, Dolphin is just that much better at emulating games right now. And Cemu is just that much better at emulating games than Yuzu. You know, it uses less, at least for me, and my computer uses less resources. If I go in here into Cemu, if you guys can see it up here, it's running at 30 FPS. It's not dropping a frame at all. Nothing at all. If I start jumping around, doing all this flashy stuff, if I load into a different area, it's not dropping frames. It's just staying at that constant 30 FPS. Let me go into a little bit of a more resource heavy area, which is this waterfall. It's constantly animating stuff. Like I said, doesn't drop a frame. And the game looks beautiful. The game looks beautiful. Let me lower my camera, make it smaller so you guys can see. The game looks great. Go to first person mode so you guys can see. It is running at 30 FPS, so the footage will look a little choppy. Nowadays we're just so used to 60 FPS that anything under that, it's just it just hurts my eyes. It just hurts my eyes. Anyways, guys, what do you think about Twilight Princess? Is Twilight Princess your favorite game? I've heard everything. Some people love it, some people hate it, but at the end of the day, I hope this video was entertaining and it was fun to watch and helpful in any way. If you guys are interested in how to get this set up, let me know and I will be more than happy to do a video on this. Okay, but I just gotta have your feedback, guys. Okay, thank you guys for watching. Watch out for the next video, which is gonna be Breath of the Wild. That's gonna be fun. That game is beautiful and I can't wait to show it off next time. I test all these games live on Twitch. Follow me there. The link is in the description down below or in my channel. Just click on the Twitch icon. And don't forget to subscribe and like this video. I really appreciate it. All right. Thank you for all the love and support you guys have given me. And I'll see you guys in the next one with a Breath of the Wild video. Okay. Peace out.